And I think documentary photography has fallen into a kind of random bad backgrounds and poor exposures phase recently, and I wanted to restore that to a more of a vivid, interesting, colorful side, as well as, talk about the subject. I was starting to take some night shots, but I found that it was very limited because a picture would come out either too dark in some areas and light in other areas, and it just wasn't satisfactory. And then I got a book in the mail about the process, and I started studying it and getting the software. It's called High Dynamic Range. It's come out recently, about I'd say 3 or 4 years ago. You photograph like 3 shots, one underexposed, one overexposed, and one regularly exposed, and then you combine them through software. And the software accomplishes 2 basic effects. It makes them more vivid and gives them that painterly effect, but it also opens up the shadows so they're not too dark, and it tones down the highlights. And then I found that the bodegas themselves were uniquely suited as subjects because they were first of all, very well lit up at night, and or in the waning hours of the sunset, and they just seem very conducive, to these subjects. They're Latin, they're Asian, they're Indian, Indian subcontinent. I don't take any pictures of chain stores like Tedeschi's or Store 24. Only the colorful mom and pop shops. I'm doing a book about bodegas of the Northeast, and I'm now traveling to other New England states. I went to Rhode Island and got a couple recently, and Lawrence, Lowell, Lynn, all those cities. We're getting some from them as well. And you have to have a rapport. See, I interviewed the people as well, so you have to have a rapport with the owners and get them to pose and agree to be interviewed. And sometimes they don't want to do that, but more often than not, they want to have their story told.